room and then just, because I don't eat off these comments. I'm not a content creator. I contribute to panels. I make a little lifestyle content. I'm not a content creator. So having a room full of 1,200 people say they don't like me, as you made it clear one time, that doesn't make my money. That makes your money whether or not they like you. It doesn't make my money. You know what I mean? But no one wants to be put in front of a room full of people. Yeah. Nobody. And that's all I asked you in here. And I just let you know, come on. You're not who you said the other week you were going to talk to Nitra. I'm going to talk to Nitra about that thing with Mario. Well, sir, how can you talk to Nitra? You have your own allegations.
What allegation do I have?
How the hell can you talk to Nitra?
What allegation
All right.
do I have?
All right.
What allegation?
You don't have any.
What allegation do I have?
You don't have any. You know it's not illegal to say anything as long as you say allegations. Okay.
What allegation are you speaking of?
Whatever.
What you mean, the video recording? The recording?
Huh?
You talking about the recording?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm talking to him about something, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like I said,
can we get back to the
leave me alone.
Kiana,
I've asked you to leave me. You're not funny. You're not funny. Nothing you've been accused of was funny.
What
Nothing you've been accused of.
What was I accused of?
Okay.
Bring it up.
Okay, can you put on mute, Tea Time? I hold on.
Yes, because you got a lot of background. So okay, you go, Kevin D. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You know what? Let me make a phone call real quick. I'm gonna go on mute real quick. Let me make a phone call.
Yeah, man. But I think men stay in relationship because, like, living away from your girl and all that, women are scorned, and I don't, I want to be around my kids. I want to see them every day when I get home and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, me and my first baby mama, I had my son since 2008. It was rough. It was hard out here for a pimp. I was trying to get the money for the rent. So, it is what it is. It was hard to feed him at points in time, but we made it work. I mean, I had to do some things I didn't want to do.
Yeah, my kids, my boys are in this life. One of my boys is in this life. I'm not reading.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, I want to see my kid. I ain't gonna lie. I think I made a mistake. My baby mama still want me. See, and all y'all jealous. I want y'all to get me up there like what Kevin numbers is right now on them coins. And I give T her number, and she can call her, and I guarantee you, she'll tell y'all she'll marry me today if I choose to. See, I got it like that. I could be married tomorrow if I choose to. Some of y'all ain't got it like that. I got somebody.
Corey, shut up.
What? I'm talking about being in the household. See, my last daughter with her is 18. And she graduate this year. Her prom is on the 4th. I'll be home for that. So, I could be in the household, but my kids gone out of the household. So it ain't no need to go back in the household. That's just how I feel.
I believe you, Corey. I really do. I believe that you can have any woman you want at any moment.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have that crazy one. No, I wouldn't have that crazy one that was here yesterday. No, hell no. Don't say any woman. Hell.
Well, with the exception of the crazy ones, I believe that you can have any woman that you want, Corey. I really believe that. I stand in agreement with you as we're trying to lighten the mood. Okay, well, while we're still thinking, T, I believe that the men that do stay for the children, somehow an older man in their life whispered in his ear and said it was cheaper to keep her. I really believe that with my whole heart.
I do too. I do too. I do.
But let me ask y'all a question. If it's cheaper to keep her, right, and the man is in that house, and he's being the man that he should be and supporting the whole household, footing all the bills, everything, making sure everything is covered. And when the kids get older, like you said, your cousin, he decided to stay. Once they get the divorce, who wins in the end?
Why does somebody got to win, good brother? Why can't it just be something that happened?
I mean, if we separating, it ain't gonna be mutual. Like 9 times out of 10, when a man walk away from the situation in the end, like once the kids go off to college, he goes off to a small apartment or something. Like they don't just sell it. Sometimes they sell a house, but some men don't want to do that. Some men saying, if I put all my time, my effort, if I built this is a house for my kids. I want you to keep this. I want to go ahead, do what you got to do. So who loses? Somebody loses. Somebody loses, but I don't think nobody ever loses.
But it don't have to be like that, though.
Right. And what I was about to say is I think when you get in a situation like this, especially as it relates to marriages or relationships or, by extension, parenthood, if you're looking at it as a game where there's a win and a loser, then I would say if you're the one thinking about who's winning and who's losing, you're probably the one who lost. The person who's not looking at it as a win or lose, the person who's looking at it as circumstances got us to this point, not sort of I won or they won, something like that, then yeah, if you're looking at it as a loss, it's a loss. I don't think it necessarily has to be a win or lose situation.
See, when y'all literally take the word win or lose, you're looking at it as like a game. And that's not what I mean. Like, if I worked my life to have a family, and then at the end of it, it's like, it ain't there no more. That person I chose to be with, married, like, we ain't got that connection no more. That's a hurt. So why do you have to take words literally for what I say? Is it a win, or is it like a tearing apart of something that was built? It's still a breakdown no matter which way you look at it. It's not what it is.
Well, here's the thing. I love what you just said there. You kind of changed the words. You said a hurt. It can be a hurt 100%. Just because it hurt don't mean it's a loss. You can hurt by not having the family that you dreamed about and the family that you worked so hard to keep. You can hurt from that. And you can hurt for an indeterminate amount of time. I would suggest you try to get some help in the midst of that hurt. But yeah, you can 100% hurt. Nobody's saying that is going to, be a clean slate in that regard. But a win-lose? No, we shouldn't be looking at it in those terms.
Yeah, because you took the words literally, win and lose. You didn't apply them to any other spectrum. You didn't say a division. You didn't do nothing else. You just took it as a win and a loss. But it's still, regardless, that separation, that division right there, it's a hurtful feeling, and it's no matter what. Trust me, it's still gonna be a win and a loss in other people's eyes or whatever.
But see, and like I said, you and I can agree on hurt. That's and I think more men should be able to accept the fact that there are things that can and will hurt them. That's a human emotion. Stop looking at it as just from the
standpoint. Well, now the problem is a lot of people, they'll go out of their way to exercise a personal vendetta when their feelings have been hurt. When something doesn't go their way, or if something is said that they don't like, a lot of people are mad because the new person looked better than they do. So now you want to interfere in what they got trying to build with the new person because it didn't work out with y'all. It's always something. A person that's happy with themselves don't have to try to tear other people down in order to succeed. And the problem is, amen. The problem is a lot of people would rather use their skills to try to tear somebody else down, not realizing that it takes the both of them for the child to even be successful. A step parent ain't good enough. Does it work out sometimes? Sure. Does it work? Yeah. Do they get along? Sometimes, sure. But if I'm dating you and you got kids that's less than 10 years old, I don't want to be bothered with them little motherfuckers. So the chances are a new man really don't want to be bothered with kids that don't belong to him, especially when and see a lot a lot of ladies, they get with men fighting with their baby daddy back and forth in court, taking them to child support court, and then you wonder why the relationship fall apart with the new nigga, because the new nigga seeing how you doing the old nigga. The new nigga seeing how you treating the old nigga, so I'm out of here. Amazingly, some men stay a lot longer than I would have motherfucking stayed if I saw that my woman was doing everything that she could to make another motherfucker's my life miserable.
Yeah, and see, for a lot of what you said, I don't disagree. I believe on both sides, or we can even, just go from the side that you're speaking of. I do believe after breakups sometimes, especially with kids involved, that there is some manipulation that happens. What I would suggest to the other parent in that situation is to keep every single thing as evidence for when you have to deal with court. And that's the problem that I see a lot of people don't do, especially a lot of men in those situations. They don't keep the paperwork. They don't keep the photos. They don't keep the messages. So when things go to court and you know that the court is going to lean a bit more on the side of the mother, now you feel like the world is against you. But if you know this is going to happen, if you see this happening, then is emboldened upon you to be able to do those things. Now, the other point about the stepfather thing, I do appreciate the fact that you said that there are exceptions. And the only reason why I say that and the only reason why I speak on that is because that's a situation that's dear to my heart. The lady that I've been fortunate enough to be with since 2009, our first child, our oldest, isn't my daughter biologically, but I've been in her life since she was 2. I am the father figure that she knows. The other guy who is the biological father, inconsistent is too kind of a word. And for this brother, still to this day, I am interested in finding a way to get money in that nigga's pocket if he need to get here to see her. And nobody needs to know that. I don't need to go to him and say, look, I put this money in your pocket. It can find you somewhere, falling out the sky. I don't care about that. In fact, I would think he would be more interested in talking to me, to get to know me on every level. That brother can ask me 1,001 questions and I have patience with him. Because I want him to be here. Because what's going to happen, she's going to be a senior in high school next year, right? She plays every sport that she can get a chance to play. All of this stuff. And the thing that I get the most when people find out that my oldest isn't mine biologically, they say, now what's going to happen when you be her father for all of these years and it gets to her wedding day and she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle? You know what's going to happen? I'm going to find that nigga. And I'm going to let him know, you are walking our daughter down the aisle. If you need a tux, whatever suit, cool, we got that. You need some transportation, you here. But you going to be here because you're going to make our daughter happy on this day. I don't care about the accolades.
Now that's interesting because there was a whole live about that somewhere else, and the men were like livid about the daughter wanting her biological father to walk her down the aisle. So that's interesting that you said that.
Because,
what would you say?
See, the thing
can I say something right quick before I'm gonna get ready to?
One moment. The thing is,
I'm getting ready to drop down, but I wanted. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I need to say one thing. T, I'm getting ready to drop, but I wanted to. I don't know if you noticed in the chat or not, but why are they talking about somebody's race and talking about somebody darker than the darkest night? And yeah, this Kevon Beasley,
Kiana.
Well, being that T is a writer, she would understand the play on words. If you're gonna call yourself Sunset, and I'm like, oh, you're the absolute opposite of that. That means, guess what? You're a dark night. That wasn't talking about your color of your skin. I have no idea what her skin is or whatever. So it's a play on. You ever word metaphors, antithesis? Those probably would go over your head. But I'm sure T understands though, because she is a author. Okay,
let me rotate you real quick. Here go Sunset.
Move on.
All right, T. I enjoyed it. Bye bye.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
No problem.
Yeah, so what I was saying, T, is the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, I care about her happiness. I care about her peace. I don't even require that my oldest call me dad, father, daddy, none of that. I don't care. She respects me. But I don't even.
But
I'm
would
not
you
even
say
the
that's the
person who has to
majority though?
ask
Like
people
I
for
get what you
respect.
don't care about, but would you say that that's the majority?
Oh,
Would you say if the roles were reversed that would be the same? Because that's pretty much what we're talking about. Like I think you're talking about it from a level of a man should do his best for the child. But in my opinion, good men always have to sacrifice for the narcissism of an entitled woman. That's good men. Hear me out. A lot of good men have to conform to the narcissism of an entitled woman. Like it's like you really basically saying, well, I just gotta just deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? You men just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Why do they fucking gotta keep dealing with shit? And then you are about mental health. How do you think men's mental health are ever going to be able to grow if they're always having to suppress shit just for the betterment of everybody else?
I think that's a wonderful question, and the way that I approach it is this, and it's two-pronged, and the first one is short. For the way that I deal with my oldest, I'm not suppressing anything, and I'm also
No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about other men.
No, and that's why
So
I
we're
say,
not gonna say
and that's why I
I'm
say the
not. No,
majority.
Jay, but we're gonna talk about
Okay.
men overall because you talk to men as a group. So
Right.
we're not talking about what you've mastered emotional intelligence. Cool. Let's talk about the group in totality of men. And
Okay.
them having to continue to conform, suppress, and think. I'm not talking about all men. There's some men that ain't shit.
Right.
Those are not the men that I'm speaking of tonight. Like, I'm not speaking of those men. I'm talking about men that really are trying, men that really do want to be a part of their kid life, men that really are great stepfathers. Why do they have to continue to conform and get beat down, beat over the head, and smacked just because they decide to be there?
So I think what happens with the majority of men in that way, in that way, especially, when we're regarding them good men, the things that they look at as being a good man is being that the stereotypical protector and provider. The only reason why I say stereotypical is because we don't open up that words protect and provide enough. So when they feel like they're doing that and they feel like it's their duty to do that, then they're gonna deal with a lot of the war, if you will, on the other side. Like, I'm going to bandage myself up. I can keep doing this. And, nobody cares. I'm a man, get up, dust it off, and keep moving. The thing that I like to tell brothers is you have to be able to recognize that person you're looking at in the mirror and know that that person matters. You can still be a very integral part of your child's life if you're no longer in the home. And even if that woman that you've had that kid with is doing the worst things to you in terms of trying to keep you away from the kid, as long as the kid is still here, you have a fighting chance. There are so many things that you can do through the courts to get
Jay,
to
that sounds so
child.
insensitive. I'm not gonna even lie to you. That sounds very insensitive.
No.
It does.
Well,
It sounds
no,
insensitive.
what I'm saying, I'm not saying that he has to deal with getting beat up. Like
I know,
said,
but you're saying, well, as long as that kid is alive, you got another day to fight, brother. You got another day to fight, bro.
Oh,
as long
yeah.
as you got,
I think
long
that's
as the kid's
motivation.
alive, you got another day to fight without seeing your kid. Long as your
Oh,
kid
no,
alive, you got
not-
another day to fight without. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No.
I just
I
don't.
get what you're saying, but
I don't
that's-
understand that. Like,
Yeah, that's not how I meant it, but I get it. I get what you're saying now. So, yeah, my apologies.
yeah, you get what I'm
not
saying?
just-
Like, I don't know.
It's not just grit your teeth and deal with it. It's more so you want to be in this kid's life, brother. Continue to fight it. It's really messed up that you had a kid with somebody in whom you can't get along with enough to where that she can understand that you also need to be in that child's life. And that part is really fucked up. I would suggest you continue to try to work on that. If you see that you can't, then don't put so much of your effort into that either, the way you lose attention on yourself. Continue to build up yourself and your own motivation, your own humanity, basically. But also continue to fight to be a part of your child's life. Because sometimes I do understand men get beat down so much that where they feel like, you know what, I'll wait till she get of age or he get of age and I'll explain it to them on the other side. I do think it's unfortunate, but I do want my brothers to stay motivated while they're trying to have that fight and also, continue pouring into yourself.
Okay, I got you. All right, Sunset. How are you, Sunset?
Hey T, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
So I'm just trying to figure out. Hold on one second so I can turn my camera on. Kiana, you should turn your camera on too. Let's have a wrinkle counting contest. Show that face, Kiana. You got so much to say about what I look like.
Girl,
what is
I know you didn't bring that
What's the
goddamn
issue?
face in the camera.
I
You brought
did.
that face in the camera and tried to eat.
I
Girl,
did. Turn yours on so you can count your wrinkles and be here for 3 more hours.
Don't you bring that bullshit in the camera.
Come on, turn your camera on,
Don't you bring that in the camera, girl.
So we can count your wrinkles. By the time Tea Time gets to 1 million likes, we'll almost be done with counting the wrinkles on your face. Turn the camera on. Turn the light on.
Oh,
turn the light
here
on.
I go.
No,
Here
turn
I
the
go.
full light on because I only see about 18.
I'm right.
Turn the light on.
Y'all both are beautiful women.
Okay, hold
both.
on.
You both are
You
beautiful.
just got a question.
Now, you know
Tea Time,
good goddamn well sunset is not beautiful. You know good goddamn well sunset is not beautiful. Now, we're not going to do that on a Friday evening. Now, this the Sabbath. I'm sorry, this Wednesday, my bad. I got something
hate it, don't you?
Girl, you look like you from the blind side. The Falcons could use your big ass. The Atlanta Falcons could use your big ass.
Look at you in the dark
The
talking
Atlanta
about somebody
Falcons
in the light.
could use your big ass.
Yes.
The Atlanta Falcons could use your big ass.
What's going on with y'all?
Come help us win.
Yes.
Come and help us win. We need to win, bitch.
Yes.
We need to win, bitch.
Yes.
We need to win,
He was
bitch.
talking shit in the
We
chat.
need to
All the
win,
women
bitch.
50 and over who
We
can't
need
control
to
their
win,
emotions.
bitch.
Shout out to your representative.
I'm not
Kiana.
over 50, bitch.
You look like it.
Girl,
sound
please
like it.
get out of here. You
So,
look
no,
like the
T,
next
T, for real?
Blindside movie. Part
Real
2.
shit, though?
Part
T,
2.
I just have one question.
Part 2. Part 2.
I'll wait for
Part
her to finish flapping her gums.
Go ahead, Sunset.
Look at your mouth.
I know it looks
Nasty
better than
ass
yours.
teeth.
You see that straight white teeth? These
With them
juicy
black
ass
black
lips?
gums.
You need to go put your lips on your man. That's what you need to do.
Gums.
He's probably happy. He's
right here.
You know what though?
He's
You're right.
right here.
I'm a smoker.
He's
So it
right
happens.
here.
I'm
What
a
can we
smoker.
do? What can we do to fix this, y'all?
No, I just have a question. I want to know what her issue is. I don't even know what her issue is. But she continues to come for me. She doesn't like the fact that disrespect gets checked. She wants to play victim. She's mad because she got blocked.
Bitch, you could never check me.
Look at she can't even control herself.
You could never check me. Who gives? I don't give a fuck about being on Gator. You think I care about being on Gator from goddamn Jungle Fever page? That nigga is Gator from Jungle Fever. Fuck that crackhead. See, you just be saying anything, girl.
I do not.
So if
I
you
think
legally
both of
blind,
y'all
just,
are beautiful.
if you legally blind, just say it. If you legally blind, just say the shit, T. We can get you some assistance on your. We can get you. I see you with glasses on sometime, but your ass is a blind boy from Alabama. If you feel like Sunset, big back ass, looking like Blindside,
look at that
is
big
goddamn
back.
cute.
Hold on, I want y'all to see it. Look at that big ass back.
Go real. Take that.
Let me fix the camera so you can see
shit to
this
the
back.
Zoo, boo.
Let me
take
fix
that
the
shit
camera.
to the zoo, boo.
You can see this back.
Take that shit to the zoo, boo.
You want to see it?
Bless her heart. Look
Does that make you feel better?
Look at her.
Does that make you feel better? You know what though? I will tell you this, Kiana.
Real good.
I don't care how big my back is.
Fucking good.
You wouldn't last 10 minutes with me in a gym. You wouldn't last 10 minutes with me in a gym.
You would never go to the gym.
See, I got a question.
You would never go to the gym. You would never go to the goddamn gym.
Okay.
See,
I'm trying to make a logo.
What happened to respect?
Okay.
I just want to know, how is it that when you following, and I'm not talking to you directly, Kiana, but how is it when you following somebody is cool, but the moment they piss you off, then they turn into a gator, a beggar, a crackhead, they turn into the nigga from Jungle Fever, but when you was following them, it was all good. And that ain't to Kiana directly, that's just to anybody. How does that happen?
What, Trip, you do the same shit?
Well, I don't like you. I'm not
You've
talking
been
about
cool
me.
with a lot of people on this app.
Yeah, I'm saying, so you don't like me, I don't like you. We understood that, but I'm just saying, how is it that when you follow
We understand
him,
that.
cool?
We got to understand
How
it.
is it when you follow him, it was cool, but when you fall out
The
with him,
same way when you were following people, when you were following and you drag people as soon as you fucking fall out with them, let's not goddamn be that delusional, Trip. Now, goddamn.
No, I'm not delusional.
Let's not be that motherfucker.
I'm asking you.
I mean, come on, Trip. You was cool with, you was in Nitra's panel every goddamn day, but yet you putting her address up now.
But I thought y'all said that wasn't your address. I thought y'all said that wasn't your address.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. You was cool with Kappa. You was cool with Kappa, but you put the goddamn shit. You had her on your big old every day.
See how she deflects?
All I'm saying is, I just want to know. How
like, god damn.
They wonderful people. You love them. Oh, they funny. They hilarious. The moment that he say something you don't like, he a crackhead, and you don't want him on, and you don't want to be around him, he a bad.
The exact same way you said the things you said about Kappa, about
Deflection. Answer the question.
And everybody else.
She had yellow eyes, and she was like she had jaundice. I don't take that back. I'm still saying it.
But you was in her lives though. You never told her that in her lives. That's my problem with you, Trip.
I've never been in her lives.
You never been in Nitra's lives?
I've been in Nitra's lives. I've never been in Kappa's.
You've never been in Nitra's lives.
I have definitely been in Nitra's lives.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Oh, okay. But anyway, that's what I'm saying, though, Kev. I don't understand how you become all these names when you tell the bitch you don't want her back over there, but the whole time, and then you know she follow you because every time you join TeaTyme Live, it say Kiana Vesley joined. Every time you join, Kev, right after
TeaTyme, was I not here first? TeaTyme, was I not here